Well, that's Marlon Samuel. Yes, Marlon Samuel, not the Jamaican and West Indian cricketer, but a local gospel artist, chutney gospel to be exact. And he's been promoting his tracks online, and that's his latest, Love. And it was uploaded to YouTube earlier this month, I understand. Marlon is here with us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, and a pleasure being here.
Now, tell us about your past in terms of singing. Where did it all begin for you?
Well, it began about 20 years ago, writing a poem to a young lady, right? But I didn't actually get through the girl. But thank God, you understand, I met my wife. And probably about 2 years after, I did enter a competition at Express to send a poem to your mom. Came third, won 2 days, 1 night at Jasmine Resort. And my wife and I, we enjoyed that. Then about 3 years later, enter a competition at Royal Bank, singing Calypso, right?
Gospel Calypso?
No, not Gospel Calypso.
Okay.
It was nice. Then about 3 years later again, I actually gave my life to Christ. And doing that, I ended up transforming from the original Calypso to Gospel Calypso.
Now, do you sing gospel calypso and chutney calypso, or is it a wide variety of gospel?
Well, I started up singing the Gospel Calypso, and last year our worship team sung a chutney for the Indian Arrival Day. And hearing that, I actually challenged myself. I asked God, could I do something like that? He said yes. Went home and penned my first chutney gospel, which was Bye-Bye to Satan. And from there, my second track, which is Love.
So you write your own songs?
Yes, I do.
When did you get saved? What led to it? Tell us a little bit about your story.
Well, actually, a few years ago, a friend invited me to queue up Pentecostal church. And from there, I actually liked the church and visited the church on numerous occasions, and eventually I gave my life to Christ.
Okay, and
Yeah.
how has that experience been?
Very great. I mean, there is no life without Christ at all. So I encourage people, you understand, give your life to Christ.
Tell me about the response your music has been receiving.
Well, I mean, it is something that is new and is catching on. And I mean, so far, I'm getting a fairly okay response.
Now, I would think you would have a message in your music. What would you say that message is?
Well, the message is actually fuse different races together, because going the chutney way, seeing that I'm an African, I mean, it has to be God that actually intervene in something like this. So it's showing the fusion of different races, projecting that love of God.
So is it a Trini chutney, or do you have some Hindi in there as well?
Well, Trini chutney, but probably in the future, I don't know what, what God is trying to do.
Tell us about your latest hit that we heard, Love.
Yeah, Love. I mean, Love was actually penned, I mean, this year, based on the crime situation that we're having in the country, a lot of the churches had a revival in terms of praying for the nation. And when seeing that, I mean, God downloaded in my spirit, let us do something for the nation, because we are seeing a lot of negative things that is going on, hate, and it's because of there is no love in people's heart. And God is love. And as Christians, we do have God in us, and He is love. So we are compelled to go out and show that love. So hence the reason why this song was birthed, fusing different races and fusing the love of God.
Why would you say you sing? What's the purpose for singing?
Well, I mean, we all can sing, but some people sing better than some. And the thing about it is that using this forum to glorify God, everything that we do, God must get the glory out of it. So one of the reasons why I went that way in terms of glorifying God.
Now, one thing that you said that really stood out to me specifically is that the fact that you realize that we have a need in society, a need for love, because you're saying that it's absent.
Yeah.
And there you had the song Love.
Yeah.
Do you think it would really make an impact?
Of course. I mean, the actual video did actually make difference in people's life. I mean, seeing that fusion, as I said, seeing that I'm an African, to fuse myself into something as chutney, it shows there's a love there for the African person to venture into something like this.
Now, you've uploaded this music video to YouTube. What has been the response so far?
Well, so far, it's going pretty well. pretty well. Thank God for that.
So what's next for you? What can we expect from you?
Well, expect more chutney, but I mean, I'm actually being led by the Spirit of God.
Yeah. Now, are you involved? What church do you attend?
I attend to the Cure Empowerment Ministry International.
Are you part of the youth team there?
Well, I'm not part of the youth team. My daughter is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is singing something that you do right through, or do you have a job also, so you try to balance?
Yeah, I do have a job. Yeah, and I have a micro business, so I do try to balance everything.
Now, there would be young persons looking on, and they might be interested in singing, even as a career. Do you think there's a market for people like that?
Of course there is. Of course.
And when it comes to gospel?
Yes, it is. I would like to urge people that whatever your dream, passion, and goal is, go after it. Don't let anybody derail you from your passion and your purpose. And to understand what is your purpose, you must go back to the manufacturer, to the person that created you, to know what is your purpose.
I would like to know the reason for you being saved. What led to you actually turning your life around? Because you said that you were singing calypso in the past, and you made a total change.
Well, as I said earlier on, a friend had invited me to the church, and actually going to that church, I felt the love and realized that I was missing something, and missing that void, knowing that void would have been, God, right? So I accepted God as my Lord and Savior to fill that void.
For people who are looking on who may not really be saved and they would probably hear your music, do you think your music is an avenue to probably even introduce them to God?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because, I mean, the Bible says in all things give thanks and praise to God. And music is a way that actually gel people together.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's a pleasure having you on this morning, and best of luck with all your music.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So news is up next. Stay tuned.
To the unbeliever, to the backslider.